La Yashala to Israel. I imagine, which means to stand. Wapani Hakudam, which means to face the east. We are going to get into the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Badash, Hayah, Shukah, Yahweh, Malakwaka, Taba'ah, Rakazaka, Hayah, Aisha, Barakazak, Kawa, Hayah, Bashamayim, Nathanganawa, Lakam, Kal, Yawam, Wasalaknanawa, Kawawaknawa, Kasalaknawa, Kawawaknanawa, Wala'ah, Taba'ah, Manasaya 1, Abor, Hawashainawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Amalakwa, Waha'ala, Watapara, La Awalamu, Amun. The Lord's Prayer in the English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, Yahweh. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us of our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. So be it. Amen. The power in the Hebrew. Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, Baruchashai, Nathanganawa, Hakat, Larfa'ah, Kal Makalah, Kal Madawa, Hakat, Latahar, Hamatazarian, Hakat, Lahakim, Hamakim, Hakat, Arakawat, Hatama'ala, Lagarshin, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Tawada Aman. The power in the English. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness, all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out. In the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you, so be it. Bless Israel in the Hebrew. Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, Barak Lenawi, Wayasha'ala, Wahabayah, Sapari, Barak, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, Tawada Aman. In the English, Lord, in the name of Yahweh Shai, bless us and Yasha'ala in the school. In the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you, so be it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew, Asha'ah, Ayamya, Aharu, Ma'ayan, Yava'ah, Isariah, Ma'aim, Yahweh, Aisha, Shemayim, Warataza, Ayathan, Lamawat, Regalka, Ayanawam, Shemarka, Hana, La'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yayashan, Shawumar, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Shemarka, Yahweh, Tazalka, Al-Yad, Yamyanka, Yamamam, Hashemat, La'ah, Yakakat, Wayarak, Alayala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makorai, Yashamar, Aknapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Tala'aka, Wawaka, Mayatha, Wa'ai, Awalam. Psalms 121 in the English. I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills, from whence cometh my help. My help cometh from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Yasha'ala shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in, from this time forth and even forevermore. Psalms 83 in Hebrew. Alahayim, Adam Yalaka, Atakarach, Wa Shakwat, Al Kayahana, Awakika, Yahama Yawan, Ra'ash, Al Amaka, Yarayamwa, Sawada, Wayata Yatazawa, Altazapawanyaka, Amaru, Lakawa, Wanakat Yadam, Magoya, Wala'a Yazakar, Shamya Sha'ala, Iwada, Kaya, Nawai Tazawa, Laba, Yakatwa, Alyaka, Barayat, Yakarafwa, Ahoya, Adawam, Wayashamai Alayam, Wa'aba, Wa'garyam, Gabal, Waimawan, Waimalak, Palashaf, Amyashabia, Tazawar, Gam Ashawar, Nalawa, Imam, Ayawa, Zarwa, Labanya Lawat, Salah, Ashalaham, Tamatya, Kasaya Sara'at, Kiyabian, Banakol, Koyashwan, Nashamatwa, Bayan da Aura, Hayawa, Daman, La'adama, Shathamba, Nada, Yamawa, Kaira, Wakazabak, Wakazor Manai, Karnasi Akumwa, Ashar, Amara, Narasha, Lanawa, At, Na'awa, Alahayim, Alahayad, Shathamba, Kagogala, Kawash, the Punya Rawaka, Ka'ash, the Biblia Ira, Wakalaba, Talahat, Hari, Kanthar Dapma, Vasarika, Vasawapaka, Kalahum, Mala'a, Punyahum, Palawan, Vayabakwashwa, Shimka, Yahweh, Yabashwa, Waya Bahova, Ayai, Waya Kaparwa, Waya Abadwa, Waya Daiwa, Kaya Atha, Shimka, Yahweh, Labaka, Al Yawan, Al Haratasa. Psalms 83 in the English. Keep not thou silence, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace and be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thy enemies have made a tumult, and they have hate and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, Come, and let us cut them off for being a nation, that the name of Yasha'Allah may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, the tabernacles of Edom, and the Israelites of Moab, and the Hagarenes, Gabal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre, the sword officers join with them. They have hoped in the children of Lot, Salah. Do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kisan, which bears at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Or and like Zeb, yea, all the princes as Zabah and as Zamunah, who said, Let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh and possession, O my power. Make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth the wood, and as the flame set the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name, O Lord. Let them be confounded in trouble forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the most high over all the earth. All right. Power instructions. Blessed are you, Yahweh, King of heaven and earth and all things living. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, listen to us now, right now, to the evils and curses and punishment and destruction to the heathen that speak against us, thy prophets, the teachers, the princes, the priests, the Israelite brothers, and the school. To the evils and curses and punishment and destruction to the heathen, and shake loose the treasure of the rich of Israel that refuse to give to the school. Force the riches to enter thy sanctuary. To the evils and curses and punishment and destruction to the Edomites in the nations and their drug lords, the court system, the prison system, Planned Parenthood, all the governments of our enemies, Amalek synagogues and armies, Roman Catholic Church, the Pope, Islam, Christianity, Egyptology, militia, Ku Klux Klan, Aryan nations, skinheads, Kamatazi, the gay movement, the lesbian movement, spies, works of witchcraft, Nazi space programs, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Wall Street, open up the internet and the airways, cable access channels and the radio channels. Convict the spirit of any of thy people that seek to stop us, and bring swift destruction to all the heathen that stand in the way, or try to stop us from broadcasting your words throughout the planet Earth. Let loose all the plagues, cause them to go to and fro through the earth and consume them. Let the plague shake the house of the thief and the murderer. Let Yahweh Shai, Michael, and Gabriel come down to flying saucers and punish all the heathens that come up against us as we speak thy word. Cause it to be known by all that is the angels that have done it. Cause it to be spread through the media throughout the whole world. Cause him to shake at thy coming. In the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you always. So be it. All right, Sar, which means to turn. All right. It's a lot. All right. right. So lock it for that. All right, Yeshabium, which means to be seated. Okay. All right. All right. Well, first things first, I want to say shalom, Yahweh Shemal Shah Brakatham to the brothers, shalom Yahweh Shamar, Allah by Shemal Shah to the sisters. All right. This is a priest and officer 5000 Maccabia out in Minnesota. Okay. Let me see something. Y'all give me 1 second here. All right. Lock for that. So this is the Sabbath service, as you know, every Saturday. We get into the scriptures. We do a service. Okay. If anybody has any questions or concerns, you can go ahead and type it into the chat. All right. All right. Bear with me here. Okay. All right. All right. So let's get into it. So as you know on the screen, we have Genesis chapter 16, verse 11 through chapter 18 through 16. Okay. Once again, if anybody got any questions, go ahead and type it into the chat. We'll get right to it. All right. Let me see something here. All right. All right, let's go ahead and get straight to it. This is Genesis chapter 16, verse 11. So we read 7 verses in the Hebrew, and then we go back to the English. And we're just going to keep going back and forth, back and forth. All right. Let's see. 16 and 11. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that goes to 7. All right. Cool. All right, no sweat. All right. Genesis chapter 16, verse 11. Wayamar, La, Malak, Yahweh, Hanak, Hara, Wayaladath, Ban, Wakarath, Shemai, Yashama Allah, Kaya, Shania, Yahweh, Al, Aniyak. Verse 12. Wahawa, Yahaya, Para'ah, Adam, Yadai, Bakal, Wayad, Call, Bawa, Wa'al, Panya, Cow, it's like a call, Akia, Yashakan, verse 13. Wathakura, Shum, Yahweh, Hadabar, Aliyah, Atha, Al, Ra'aya, Kaya, Amara, Hagam, Halam, Ra'athia, Akaria, Raya, verse 14, Al, Al, Khan, Quara'a, Laba'ar, Ba'ar, Lakia, Ra'aya, Hana, Bayan, Kodash, Wabayan, Barad. No, it's like Barad. Verse 15. Wathalad. Hagar. Labarium. Bun. Wayakwara'ah. Abarium. Shum. Banah. Ashar. Yalada. Hagar. Yashama'ala. Verse 16. Wabarium. Bun. Give me 1 second here. Shanayim. Shana. Washasha. Shanayim. Baladath. Hagar. Ath. Yashama'ala. Labarium. Last verse, chapter 17, verse 1. What's it? Wayahaya. Abarium. Ban. Thashayim. Shana. Wathashai. Wathashai. Shanayim. Wayara'ah. Yahweh. Al. Abarium. Wayamar. Aliyah. Anya. Al. Shatya. Hatha halak. Lapanya. Wahaya. Thamayim. And that's it on that. Clap it up. All right. 1 second here. All right, so this is Genesis chapter 16, verse 11 through chapter 17. All right. All right. Genesis chapter 16, verse 11. And the angel of the Lord said unto her, Behold, thou art with child, and shalt bear a son, and shalt call his name Ishmael, because the Lord hath heard thy affliction. So now this is talking about, Ishmael being born, all right? As you know, Ishmael and Isaac were brothers, but the Most High separated them, okay? Just like the Most High separated Cain and Abel and Jacob with Esau as well, all right? And just like how the Most High separates us from all the other nations. If you are not a so-called Black, Hispanic, or Native Indian, you are not family to us, okay? To the 12 tribes. Verse 12, and he will be a wild man. His hand will be against every man, and every man's hand against him, and he shall dwell in the presence of all his brethren. So it says that Ishmael will be a wild man. As you know, right now, as far as Ishmael, a wild man meaning that he is absolutely insane. Ishmael is the Arabs in modern term. When you trace the lineage back of this biblical name, you find out that the Ishmaelites are the Arabs, which you will call a Arab or Arab today, okay? And also, too, ironically, some of them know a little bit of the Hebrew or the Assyrian. That's why we study Assyrian and match it up with the Hebrew as well. Okay? But ancient Hebrew is our language. Assyrian is not necessarily our language, but we do use it, to match it up with our language. Okay? All right? Because out there, they speak Assyrian, like Arabic Hebrew or whatever, right? They have their own version of it. Okay? That's why we study, we study the ancient Hebrew, Paleo Hebrew, and we also study the Assyrian as well. All right? Um, verse 13. And also, too, of course, they're called a wild man because they go and blow up themselves. Okay? They do crazy acts of crazy stuff. If you look at the whole Iraq and Iran and Israel, you see how they live and how they get down. They are absolutely insane. They will chop you up. They will put bombs on you and put bombs on you, put bombs on themselves, and just blow themselves up. Suicide. That's why it says in the Bible that he is Ishmael is a wild man. Verse 13. And she called the name of the Lord that spake unto her, Thou God seest me. For she said, Have I also here looked after him that seeth me? Verse 14. Wherefore the well was called Salakia Balari. I don't know how to pronounce that. So give me a second. Berhalari. Berhalari. There we go. Berhalari is what the place was called. Behold, it is between Kadesh and Bered. Verse 15. And Hagar bare Abram a son, and Abram called his son's name, which Hagar bare, Ishmael. So as you know, Ishmael is the child of Abraham. Once again, our forefathers would be Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. So Abraham was first, Isaac is second, and then third would be Jacob, which is where you get the 12 tribes from. But they are our forefathers, and Jacob is the progenitor, which is the father of the Israelites, all right? Otherwise, we could have been the Isaacs or the Abramites, you know what I mean? So, but we are Israelites because Jacob's name was changed to Israel, which is Yashar Allah in the Hebrew. Now, Ishmael and Israel, who is Jacob's name, is very similar in the Hebrew. All right. All right, one moment here. Verse 16. And Abram was 86 years old when Hagar bare Ishmael to Abram. So Abraham was an old man when he had another child. Understand the times were different when our forefathers were around, because the hell that we live in today wasn't the hell. I mean, it is the same, but the Most High was really with our people to where we can live very long. It sounds crazy. It sounds impossible to live past, the average age of 100. But it's very possible. All right. And the reason why we die so early is because of the hell that we live in, this captivity. I mean, Esau has destroyed everything that he's touched. Even the air that you breathe is not good at all. When you go to different parts of the world, you find out, it's like, hey, Most High Christ, hey, Shalom, Yahweh Shabbat, it's good to see you. All right. It's like, it's good to hear from you. But like when you go to different parts of, when you go to different parts of the world, like the pollution of the air is like literally dark. It's like clouds. Like you can actually see the pollution in the air because it's so thick, and it's just absolutely insane. That lets you know that our oppressor is truly a monster that has to be stopped. But in order for all that to change, that's when Israel got to get back to these laws, of course. Because when you study the Bible and you see how much the Lord was with us when we just obeyed Him, it just lets you know like we have power when we are by the side of the Most High. Like Like our enemies will be underneath us and not the other way around if we kept the law, statutes, and commandments. But of course, we have flesh that we love to serve. We have, drugs that we want to, smoke and get high off of. We want to, be a part of the LGBT community. We want to do everything except for what the Lord told us to do from the start, from the beginning. Mind you, this is Genesis. We know what happened with the first 3 chapters with Adam and Eve and how everything went to shit from there. Okay. So anyway, let's see here. All right, let's get to chapter 17, verse 1, and then we're going to go back to some more precepts. And once again, we are reading like about 49 scriptures as far as in the Hebrew, okay? All right. It used to be 7, but, things, got updated, okay? So Genesis chapter 17, verse 1. And when Abram, who was Abraham, was 90 years old and 9, so 99 years old, and the Lord appeared to Abram and said unto him, I am the Almighty God, walk before me and be thou perfect. So the Most High pretty much, let me see here. So the Most High had gave, Abraham a vision and told him like, hey, I'm the Most High, I'm Yahweh, and you are going to serve me. Okay? And be thou perfect. As you know, Abraham was very special to the Most High because it tells you that Abraham was a friend of the Most High. Which is, if you're being called a friend of the Most High, the Most High definitely, deals with you. And that's amazing. All right. There's going to be a time in your life. There are certain people that the Most High truly, truly deals with. And he doesn't talk to you in your head, not on a cell phone. But there are things that the Most High reveals to you when you serve him. And this is no magic whatsoever. Like, the Most High can allow you to see something that you've never seen before, or he can always keep your eyes closed to something that you've never seen before. So the Most High, when he reveals himself to you, then that's when you should know that you are serving a true power. Where's the power in Allah? Where's the power in all these other gods or sage and rocks and all these other ideologies that people talk about? Where's the true power in it? All right. I can definitely attest to being a part of this organization, this school, this sanctuary. It has opened up my eyes to a lot of things that I've never seen before, that I never considered or thought of. And that's the Most High. But when I was in the world, I was blind to every goddamn thing that was going on around me. But the Most High, when you serve the Most High, he really deals with you on a level that you are going to appreciate that you never knew was even possible. All right. Okay. All right. So let's go. So we're done with that. Let's go to the next 7 scriptures. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. 2, 8. Let's get back to it. Genesis chapter 17, verse 2. Wathanah, Bariathia, Bayunya, Wabanat, Wa'arabah, Awathak, Bamad, Ma'ad. Verse 3. Wayapal, Abarium, Al, Panya, Wayadabar, Atha, Alahayim, Laamar. Verse 4. Anya, Hana, Wariathia, Athak, Wahayath, La'ab, Hamawan, Goyim. Verse 5. Wala'ah, Yakurah, Iwad, Ath, Shamak, Abarium, Wahaya, Shamak, Abraham, Kaya, Ab, it's like an Abba, Hamawan, Ganyam, Nathaniak, verse 6, Wahaparathia, Athak, Bamad, Mad, Unathanyak, Laganium, Wamalakium, Mamak, Yatazawa, verse 7, Wahakwamathia, Ath, Variathia, Bayanya, Salaki, Wabayanak, Wabayan, Salaki, Zerak, Akariak, Salaki, Ladartham. That's a tongue twister, Salaki. Labariath. Iwalam. Lahayawath. Lak. La Alahayim. Salaki. Zerak. Oh, Salaki, there we go. Walazarak. Akariak. Verse 8, last verse. Wanathanya. Lak. Walazarak. Akariak. Ath. Irataza. Magariak. Ath. Call. Arataza. Kanayim. La'akazath. Iwalam. Let me see. Wahayathia. Laham. La Alahayim. And that's it on that. All right. All right. Once again, we are reading all the way up into chapter 18, verse 16. All right. Let's get back into the English. All right. Let me see some. All right. So this is Genesis chapter 17, verse 2. And I will make my covenant between me and thee, and will multiply thee exceedingly. Verse 3. And Abram fell on his face, and God talked with him, saying, As for me, behold, my covenant is with thee, and thou shalt be a father of many nations. Verse 5. Neither shall thy name any more be called Abram, but thy name shall be called Abraham. For a father of many nations have I made thee. Now, as you know, the covenant that Abraham had with the covenant that the Most High had with Abraham, or vice versa, was, of course, he started to pay tithes, right? 10%. He started to pay tithes to King Melchizedek. All right. That was actually last week when we went over that as far as the last couple of chapters. And that's when it started. And then that's when in this chapter, the Most High revealed himself unto Abraham. And also too, understand that Abraham was he's also being visited by angels as well. Okay. Anytime the Bible says that the Most High is speaking to somebody, the Most High has what is called a messenger. A messenger is an angel. You have different types of messengers. You got the actual angels who are messengers, because that's what the word angel means, right? It means like 6 to 5 different definitions, but that's the main one. They are messengers, right? As far as angels that live in the fourth dimension with the Most High, those are messengers, and then the prophets and priests on the earth are messengers as well. Okay? So if you are a man of the Lord, you are a messenger. What you do as far as these classes, you teaching the truth, you are sending out a message. The whole purpose of why we do what we do in the ISUPK and what all the prophets did in the Bible is really the same thing, honestly. We are letting the people know about the times and letting them know about their culture, traditions, the laws, statutes, and commandments, their power, who is the Most High. We are sending out messages as far as this kingdom that's going to fall. All right. So let me see here. So now his name was Abram, but now it got changed back. It got changed to Abraham. Verse 6. And I will make thee exceedingly fruitful. I will make thee exceeding fruitful, and I will make nations of thee. Kings shall come out of thee. And he's talking about, who came out of the loins of Abraham? Isaac, and then Jacob, and then, he is the forefather of us. So when you think about any prophet or priest in the Bible, you want to think about the forefathers who passed all this information down and to greater men. Okay. Verse 7. And I will establish my covenant between me and thee, and thy seed after thee, and their generations for an everlasting covenant. Once again, an everlasting covenant that's never going to break. All right. Well, of course, it has been broken, but the Most High time and time continues to build a new covenant with us. The Most High has not given up on us, although the Most High was going to give up on us. So he put us in captivity again and again and again, so that way we can learn the lesson. He unalived us. He showed us ways. He gave us mercy. That ran out. He gave us mercy again. It ran out again. The Most High time and time has showed you that he's trying to establish a nation of people here. But you have to serve the Lord in order to do that. How you want to live your life, it's not up to you. We already have a manual. We already have a book of records on how we are supposed to conduct ourselves and live our life. But you choose to do whatever you want to do. You think free will is actually free. It's really not. Okay? You will find out in your life why you're going through so much hell and torment. It's because you haven't listened. You still haven't figured it out yet. Maybe death is going to have to be your teacher. It might be the last straw. All right? You going to jail has not woken you up to the fact that, damn, my life ain't right. I need to change. You're homeless. You're on child support. You can't get a job. You're just going through hell and hell and hell again. But you got to ask yourself, the way that I'm living my life, is this the reason why I'm in so much hell and torment? You got to ask yourself, why am I really going through these issues and problems? Some people, honestly, like I said earlier, some people cannot see what's right in front of them. Some people look in the mirror, but they don't really see who they really are and how they live their life. A lot of people think that drugs is a small thing. Why is God, worried about me smoking weed, smoking cigarettes? Because it's a sin. In the Bible, it's not for us. Yes, herbs do come from the ground, It comes from the earth. Absolutely. But are you supposed to smoke it? And if you say, says who tells you that I shouldn't? The Bible shows you that. Also, too, if you don't believe in the Bible, just look at all the health issues that come with it. Weed does not heal you if you're smoking it. If you smoke anything, it does not do your body any justice. Because the first thing that you should understand, smoke is not supposed to be inside of your body. If you're in a house fire and you inhale smoke, it's going to kill you. Have you ever thought about that? So it's no different when you're inhaling any type of smoke. Now, it's not going to kill you right away. It could, but it's not, right? But eventually, it will kill you. That's why on the pack of cigarettes, it says, this may contain, or this may cause cancer. They give you the warning, but yet you still inhale it. You still smoke it. But anyway, I digress. Let me see. Verse 8, and I will give unto thee and to thy seed after thee the land wherein thou art a stranger, all the land of Canaan for an everlasting possession, and I will be their God. Okay? Time and time again, the Most High has given us plenty of places, to inherit. You know what I mean? And of course, where Abraham was a rich man. We read about that earlier. He had so much cattle, so much herdmen and herdwomen. He had so much crops. Like that man was balling. All right. He was a farmer. What is called a husband. What is called a farmer is called husbandry. All right, or husbandman. That's where you get the term husband. Okay, because of the work of the farming and all the things that go with it as far as tilling the actual land. All right. All right, let's keep it going. That's 8. So we good on that. Let's get back to the Hebrew. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. 7. What was that? 9, 15. Okay. All right, let's get back to it. So, like, give me 1 second here. Let me check something real fast. Yeah, okay. All right. Genesis chapter 17, verse 9. Wayomar, Alahayim, Al, Abarium, Watha, Ath, Mariathia, Tashamar, Atha, Wazarak, Akariak, Shalakia, Lathartham, verse 10, Za'ath, Variathia, Ashar, Tashamarwa, Bayanya, Wabayanyakam, Wabayak, Zarak, Akariak, Hamawal, Lakam, Kal, Zakar, verse 11. Salakia. Salakia. One Namatham. That's a long word. One Namatham. Okay, yeah, that was it. Ath. Bashar. Salakia. Salakia. Ira the come. There we go. Wahaya. Lawath. Variath. Bayanya. Obayanyakam. Wabayan Yakum. Verse 12. Waban. Shamanath. Shamanath. Yum Yum. Yawamal. Yawamal. Lakam. Call. Zakar. Ladarath Yakum. Ladarath Yakum. Yalalad. Yalad. There we go. Bayath. Some of these words are like a damn tongue twister, boy. Good night. Wamakwanath. Kasap. Makal. Bun. Nakar. Ashar. La'ah. Mazarak. Hawa'ah. Verse 13. Hama'al. Oh, Hamawal. Salakia. Yamawal. Yalad. Bayathak. Bayathak. Salakia. Wamakwanath. Kasapak. Wahayath. Baryathia. Baba Sharkam. Basarakam. There we go. Basarakam. Labariath. Awalam. Verse 14. Why Zakar, Ashar, La'ah, Yamawal, Ath, Bashar, Aratha, Wanakarath, Hanapash, Hawa'ah, Ma'amah, Ath, Barathia, Hapar. Verse 15, last verse. Wa'amar, Alahayim, Al, Abarium, Sharai, Ashathak, La'ah, Thakura, Ath, Shema, Sharai, Kaya, Shara, Shema, and that's it. All right, clap it up. All right, we pretty much halfway there. Bear with me here. Let me see some. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, let's keep it moving. All right. This is Genesis chapter 17, verse 9. And God said unto Abraham, thou shalt keep my covenant, therefore, thou and thy seed after thee and their generations. Verse 10. This is my covenant, which ye shall keep between me and you, and thy seed after thee. Every man child among you shall be circumcised. So now this is the circumcision that is speaking about, right? The actual being circumcised as a man. But now there's a different type of circumcision as well, as far as being circumcised in your heart, meaning that you serve the Most High. You have a covenant with him. Being uncircumcised is not having a covenant with the Most High, meaning when you're not keeping his laws, statutes, or commandments. There's no covenant. You think you serve God, but you really don't. If you out here doing things that you know you have no business doing, You're not circumcised. All right. You are uncircumcised. You are filthy. You are disgusting. Okay. That's why David had called who was it? Goliath a uncircumcised something. I forget. Damn. A uncircumcised Philistine. He was insulting him. So that's you. You are an uncircumcised person if you don't keep the law, statutes, and commandments. All right. All right. Verse 11. And ye shall circumcise the flesh of your foreskin. So right here is talking about the actual foreskin of a man's rod. Okay. That's why today you got to ask yourself, where do you think that the medical team, the medical system got circumcising a boy child once they're born? They got it from the Bible. Okay, that's why anytime a woman has a boy child, then they get circumcised. Or sometimes different parts of the country, or I'm sorry, different parts of the world, some men are not circumcised at all. Okay, some men are just not. But now, of course, it's more painful when you do it later in life. All right, I heard some people. I remember talking to I remember watching something online, and a man was talking to somebody else and said that he didn't understand why his mom didn't have him circumcised when he was a baby, and he had to do it. He had got it done as late as like the age of 12, which I can only imagine the pain that a child is in at the age of 12 being circumcised for the first time, right? But anyway, this is talking about real, circumcision, okay? Verse 11, and ye shall circumcise the flesh of your foreskin, and it shall be a token of the covenant betwixt me and you. So the word betwixt means two. That's what the word betwixt means. It means two, okay? So he's saying that you being circumcised is a covenant between Abraham and the Most High, or you and the Most High. But now, of course, as time has passed, our covenant is not about being circumcised by the foreskin. Okay, it's different now. All right, it's keeping those laws, statutes, and commandments, which is the new circumcision. Okay, which knows that you are, you have that covenant with the Most High. All right. So, verse 12. And he that is 8 days old shall be circumcised among you, every man child in your generations, he that is born in the house or brought with money of any stranger, which is not of thy seed. Verse 13, he that is born in thy house and he that is brought with thy money must needs to be circumcised. So he's saying, the Most High is saying, if this is your child and they are in your house, they have to be circumcised. It's talking about the men, all right, the boys. And my covenant shall be in your flesh for an everlasting covenant. 14. And an uncircumcised man child whose flesh of his foreskin is not circumcised, that soul shall be cut off from his people. He hath broken my covenant. All right. Verse 15. And God said unto Abraham, as for Sarai, thy wife, thou shalt not call her name Sarai, but Sarah shall her name be. So Sarai was the first way of saying Sarah, but now it's not Sarai, it's Sharai in the Hebrew, which is Sarah. Okay. All right. Right. So Sarah shall be her name. Okay. All right. So let's stop right there. Let's get back to the Hebrew again. Let's speed past this, because once again we got 49 verses, so we got to keep it going. All right. I ain't trying to be here all day. You know what I mean? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. 22. Okay. Wait. Hold on 1 second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, okay. All right. Genesis chapter 17, verse 16. All right. Slakia. Wabarakia. Wabarakia. Atha. Wagum, Nathania, Mamana, Lak, Bun, Wabarak, the Wabarakia, sorry, Wabarakia, Wayatha, Laganium, Malakia, Imam, Amiyam, Mamana, Yahaya, Slaki, Yahaya, verse 17. Wayapal, Abarium, Slaki, Abaraham, Al, Panya, Watazakak, Wamar, Balaba, Halaban, Ma'a, Shana, Yawalad, Wa'am, Shara, Habath, Thashayim, Shana, Dalad, verse 18, Wa'amar, Abraham, Al, Ha'alahayim, Lawa, Yashamai Allah, Yakiya, Lapanyak, verse 19, Wa'amar, Alahayim, Abal, Shara, Ashathak, Yalathath, Lak, Bun, Wakarath, Ath, Shammai, Yatazakak, Wakomathia, Ath, Variathia, Athwa, Labarath, Iwalam, Lazariwa, Akaria, verse 20. Wala Yashama Allah, Shemayak, Hana, Barakia, Athwa, Wahaparathia, Athwa. So like 1 second. So like it. Waha Rabayathia. There we go. Athwa. Bamad. Mad. Shanayim. Ashar. Ishar. Bashiyam. Bashiyam. Yawalad. Onathania. Lagawa. So like this is a tongue twister right here. Hold on. Lagawaya. So like it. Lagawaya. Damn, good night. Good dog. Verse 21. Wa'ath. Variathia. Aquam. Ath. Yatzazakak. Ashar. Thalad, Lak, Shirah, Lamawide, Hazah, Bashanah, Hakarath, Hakarath, verse 22, last verse. Wayakal, Ladabar, Athwa, Waya'al, Alahayim, Mile, Mile, Abraham, and that's it. Clap it up. All right. Hey, shalom, Yahweh Shemel Shabrakatham to the shalom Yahweh Shemel Shabrakatah Salaki to the trooper Kawan Ya'ala. Shalom. All right. Okay, so let's go ahead and move forward. All right. This is Genesis chapter 17, verse 16. And I will bless her and give thee a son also for her. I will bless her, and she shall be a mother of nations. Kings of people shall be of her. So also too, not only do we have four fathers, but we also have four mothers as well. We have, a lot of great examples of what a mother is in the scriptures. These women, specific women who, took care of the Hebrews, all right, so to speak. And also too, in this time of Abraham, there's no such thing as an Israelite, where everybody's called a Hebrew. If the Most High dealt with them, they were considered Hebrews, not Hebrew Israelites. All right. So before we was ever called the Israelites, we were just called Hebrews. Okay. And then later nations came about later in the scriptures, which eventually we will get to that. All right. So let me see. Where are we? Verse 17. Then Abraham fell upon his face and laughed and said in his heart, shall a child be born unto him that is 100 years old? And shall Sarah that is 90 years old bear? So Abraham and Sarah were told by the Most High that they were going to have a child, but they laughed about it. Sarah and Abraham laughed about it because of their age. Now, in America, they say that it's harder for a woman to conceive a child or to have, get pregnant when they get closer to, I think, the ages of like 35 or 40, something like that. It gets more challenging. It's what they say. All right. So let's keep going. Verse 18. And Abram said unto God, oh, that Ishmael might live before thee. Verse 19. And God said, Sarah, thy wife, shall bear thee a son indeed, and thou shalt call his name Isaac, and I will establish my covenant with him for an everlasting covenant, and with his seed after him. Verse 20. And as for Ishmael, I have heard thee, behold, I have blessed him, and will make him fruitful, and will multiply him exceedingly. 12 princes shall be Salakia. 12 princes shall he beget, and I will make him a great nation. But my covenant will I establish with Isaac, which Sarah shall bear unto thee at this set time in the next year. Verse let's see here. Verse 22. And he left off talking with him, and God went up from Abraham. Okay. All right. So anyway, let's move forward. So long story short, Abraham and Sarah thought it was very funny that they was going to have a child at their big age, so to speak. But of course, it was absolutely true. And that very next year, Isaac was born. Okay, Isaac. So Abraham, Isaac, and then Jacob are our forefathers. All right. Ishmael is not our forefather because the Most High separated Ishmael and Isaac. Now, as you know, Abraham had 8 children, but we mainly know about Ishmael and Isaac. Okay, and you will see why. All right, so let's go back to the Hebrew. I'm tired, man. Good night. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, and then 6, 7. All right, cool. All right, let's get to it. Genesis chapter 17, verse 23. Yashama Allah. Banwa. Wa'ath. Carl. Yaladya. Bayathwa. Wa'ath. Carl. Makwana. Kasapa. Also like Kasapwa. Call. Zakar. Banashia. Bayath. Abraham. Bayamal. Ath. Bashar. Ira Latham. Batazam. There we go. Batazam. Hayawam. Hazah. Kashar. Dabar. Athwa. Alahayim. Verse 24. Wabaraham. Bun. Lashiam. What's it like? The Shayim. Atashai. Shana. Bahamalwa. Bashar. Aralathwa. Verse, let's see here. Verse 25. Wayashamai Allah. Bunwa. Bun. Shalash. Ishara. Shana. Baamalwa. Ath. Bashar. Aralathwa. Verse 26. Batazam. Hayawam. Hazah. Namawal. Abraham. Wayashama Allah. Banwa. Verse 27. Wakal. Anashia. Bayathwa. Yalad. Bayath. So like Bayath. Wamakwanath. Kasap. Ma'ath. Bun. Nakar. Namalwa. Athwa. Verse 8, chapter 18, verse 1. Wayara'ah. Aliyah. Yahweh. Ba'aniyah. Mamara. Wahawa. Yashab. Pathak. Ha'ahol. Could come. Hayawam. Verse 2. Chapter 18, verse 2. Last verse. Wayasha. Ayanya. Wayara'a. Wahana. Salaki. Shalasha. Anashayim. Not has a Salakia. 1 second. Nataza Bayam. Auya. Wayara'a. Rataza. Waya Rataza. Lakarathum. Salaki. Lakarathum. Matapa. No. Mapathak. Mapathak. Ha'aho. Waya Shatak. Waya Shatakwa. Arataza. Arataza. That's it. All right, clap it up. All right, let's get back to it. Let's see. All right. One moment here. All right. All right, so Genesis chapter 17, verse 23. And Abraham took Ishmael, his son, and all that were born in his house, and all that were bought with his money, every male among the men of Abraham's house, and circumcised the flesh of their foreskin in the selfsame day, as God had said unto him. Verse 24. And Abraham was 90 years old and 9, so 99 years old, when he was circumcised in the flesh of his foreskin. Good night. 25. And Ishmael his son was 13 years old, when he was circumcised in the flesh of his foreskin. 26. And the selfsame day was Abraham circumcised and Ishmael his son. Verse 27. And all the men of his house born in his house and bought with money of the stranger were circumcised with him. Genesis chapter 18, verse 1. And the Lord appeared unto him in the plains of Mamre, and he sat in the tent door in the heat of the day. Verse 2. And he lifted up his eyes and looked, and lo, 3 men stood by him. And when he saw them, he ran to meet them from the tent door and bowed himself toward the ground. So it's just going over how he circumcised all the men that were in his house, the people that he bought with money, meaning like servants, and all his, male children. All right, he circumcised all of them in that same self day. Now it says that Abraham was 99 years old when he got circumcised. Good night. All right. So, y'all give me 1 second here. All right, so it says that, he was 99 years old when he got circumcised. And then Ishmael, he was 13. Like, can you imagine that? Good night. All right, let's drop that, and let's go. Let's finish up these scriptures so we get out of here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. All right, we almost done here. We got about 14 scriptures left. And then we're going to wrap it up, all right? So, let me see, 39. Okay, all right. This is Genesis chapter 18, verse 3. Waya Amar, Adunya, Na'ah. Mataza'athia, Kun. Bayanyak, Al, Na'ah, Thayabar, Ma'al, Ibadak. Verse 4. Yaquak, Na'ah, Mayat, Mayum, Warakatazawa. Regal Yakum. Wahashanwa. Wahashanwa. There we go. The ka. It's like, yeah, the ka. Hayataza. Verse 5. It's like, yeah. Wa'akwak. Path. Lakam. All right. Wasidwa. Labakam. A car. Libarwa. Kaya. Al. Khan. Salaki, 1 second. Ibarathum. There we go. Ow. Ibatkam. Waya Amarwa. Khan. Baisha. Kashar. The Barth. Verse 6. Wayamar. Abraham. Ha'ala. There we go. Al. Shara. Wayamar. Maharia. Shalash. Sa'ayam. Sa'ayam. Kwamak. Salath. Lawashia. Wa'aishia. Igawath. Verse 7. Wa'al. Habakwar. Rataza. Abraham. Wayakwak. Bun. Bakwar. Rock. Watawab. Wayathan. Al. Hanar. Wayamar. Wayamahar. Aishawath. Athwa. Verse 8. Wayakwak. Kama'ah. Wakalab. Waban. It's like Waban. Habakwar. Ashar. Aisha. It's like Aisha. Wayathan. Lapanyam. Wahawa. Imad. Ilayam. The Kum. It's like it. The Kath. Ha'itaza. Wayakalwa. Verse 9, last verse. Waya Amarwa. Aliyah. Ayah. Shara. Ashathak. Waya Amar. Hana. Bahal. And that's it on that. Let's clap it up. All right. So the last 7 scriptures that we're going to read in the Hebrew is going to be the last of everything. It's going to go all the way to chapter 18, verse. It's going to end at verse 16. All right. So let's go ahead and get to it. Okay. All right. So let me see here. All right. Genesis chapter 18, verse 3. Okay. And said,
My Lord, if now I have found favor in thy sight, pass not away, I pray thee, from thy servant. 4. Let a little water, I pray you, be fetched, and wash your feet, and rest yourselves under the tree. So, of course, these are angels that had came to visit Abraham, all right? Now, as you know, angels don't always show up in their actual appearance. Angels can absolutely transfigurate or transform to look like us, okay? Now, understand that angels look like us, but they are a completely different type of creation that the Lord created, right? Um, Now they can make themselves to look like us, so that way they don't come off as fearful. Because anytime that we see people who actually saw angels in their physical form, they were absolutely terrified because it's something that you don't see every day. And how the Most High created the angels is so glorious, and it's so glory and to the point where it's frightening. Okay, their appearance is pretty much very intimidating. All right. So like me personally, I saw chariots. Chariots is what the white man calls UFOs, and modern times, right? But me seeing chariots, some years ago was absolutely frightening. It was astonishing. So imagine seeing a physical angel. I mean, it's absolutely just what the hell, you know? So verse uh verse 5. And I will fetch a morsel of bread and comfort ye for your hearts. After that ye shall pass on. Therefore are ye come to your servant. And they said, so do as thou hast said. And Abram hastening into the tent, hastening into the tent unto Sarah, and said, make ready quickly 3 measures of fine meal, knead it, and make cakes upon the hearth. Verse 7. And Abraham ran unto the herd, and fetched a calf tender and good, and gave it into a young man, and he hasted to dress it. Verse 8. And he took butter and milk, and the calf which he had dressed, and set it before them. And he stood by them under the tree, and they did eat. Verse 9. And they said unto him, where is Sarah thy wife? And he said, behold, in the tent. So, as you know, Abraham is setting up, some food for his house guests, who are these men of the Lord, these angels who had came to see Abraham. All right, I believe it's 3 men. So we're done with that. It's 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. So now we're going to get into the last 7 verses. All right. This is Genesis chapter 18, verse 10. Waya Amar, Shawab, Ashawab, Aliyak, Bayath, Kaya, Wahana, Bun, Lashara, Ashathak, Washara, Shemayath, Pathak, Hahor, Wahawa'ah, yep, Akaria, verse 11, Wa'abaraham, Washara, Sequanium, Bayam, Kadal, Lahayawath, Lashara, Arak, Kanashim. Verse 12. Tazakak. Watatazakak. Shara. Bakarab. Bakarabah. Yeah, there we go. Lamar. Akaria. Balathia. Hayatha. Laya. Aitna. Wadanya. Zaquan. Verse 13. Wayamar Yahweh Al. Abraham. Lama. Za. Tazakak. Shara. Lamar. Ha'ap. Amanam. Alad. Wa'anya. Zaquanathia. There we go. Verse 14. Hayapala. Mayahawa. Dabar. Lamawide. Ashawab. Aliyak. Ka'aith. Kaya. Wala Shara. Bun. Verse 15. Watha Kakash. Shara. La'amar. La'a. Tazakathia. Kaya. Yara'a. Wayamar. La'a. Kaya. Damn, so like it. Tazakakwat. Yeah, damn, tongue twister. Verse 16, last verse. All right. Wayakwama. Masham. Hanashim. Slakia. Waya Wapa. There we go. Ow. Panya. Saddam. Baraham. Halak. Imam. Lashalakam. And that's it on that. All right, clap it up. All right, let's get out of here. Let's get it. Let's get to it. All right, Genesis chapter 18, verse 10. And he said, I will certainly return unto thee according to the time of life. And lo, Sarah thy wife shall have a son. And Sarah heard it in the tent door, which was behind him. Now Abraham and Sarah were old and well stricken in age, and it ceased to be with Sarah after the manner of woman. Therefore Sarah laughed within herself, saying, after I am waxed old, shall I have pleasure, my Lord being old also. And the Lord said unto Abraham, wherefore did Sarah laugh, saying, shall I of a certainty bear a child which am old? Is anything too hard for the Lord? At the time appointed, I will return unto thee according to the time of life, and Sarah shall have a son. Then Sarah denied, saying, I laughed not, for she was afraid. And he said, nay, but thou didst laugh. Verse 16. The men rose up from thence and looked toward Sodom, and Abraham went with them to bring them on the way. And that's it on that, all right? So with that being said, they are going to return once Abraham and Sarah has, their son Isaac, okay? And they made them food for the house guests, and now they're heading over to Sodom. Now, chapter 19 is one of my favorite chapters because it speaks about the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah. All right, if you know, you know. Okay, with that being said, I imagine, which means to stand.
right? All right, one moment. Okay. All right. All right. All right, so once again, Imagine, which means to stand. Upon your Hakadam means to face the east. Now, the east can be different wherever you are, as far as, if you're watching online, wherever you are in your home or establishment, you just want to look at the compass or wherever the sun starts to set. That's the place that you want to face, which is the east. All right. All right. So the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew: Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Haya, Shika, Yahweh, Malakwatka, Taba'a, Badazaka, Haya, Asha, Barakaza, Kawa, Haya, Bashemayim, Natamlanawa, Yakam, Call, Yabam, Basalakanawa, Kawakinawa, Kasalakanawa, Kawakanawa, Wala'a, Taba'anawa, Walasayawan, Abal, Tabashayanawa, Mayan, Ra, Kaya, Laka, Amalakwa, Wa'ala, Wataparak, La Avalamim, Aman, in the English. Our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us of our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. So be it. Amen. All right. Hakat, the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh, Bashem Yahushua, Rakhanawa, Vayasha Atzalai. Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, Baptishah, Nathan Lanawa. Hakat, Larfa'a, Karmakala, Karmanawa, Hakat, Lasahar, Hamatazari, Hakat, Lahaki, Hamaki, Hakat, Arakawat, Hatamahala, Garshin, Bashem Yahushua, the Wadaman. In the English, Yahweh in the name of Yahushua, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out in the name of Yahushua. Thank you, so be it. Right. Bless Israel in the Hebrew. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, Barak Nanawa, Vayasha Allah, Wahabayat, Sapari, Barak Ba'ashem Yahushua, the Wadaman. In the English, Lord, in the name of Yahushua, please give us the Fatsalaki. Lord, in the name of Yahushua, bless us in Yasha'ala, in the school. In the name of Yahushua, thank you. So be it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew, Asha'a, Ayanya, Aharyim, Ma'ayan, Yaba'a, Isaiah, Ma'ayim, Yahweh, Aisha, Shemayim, Warakaza, Ayathan, Lamawat, Regalka, Ayanawam, Shemarka, Hana, La'a, Yanawam, Wala'a, Yayashan, Shabamar, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Shemarka, Yahweh, Tala'atka, Ayah, Yamyaka, Yawamam, Hashamash, La'ayakakat, Wayarak, Falayala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makora, Yashamar, Afnapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Tala'atka, Wabawatka, Mayatha, Wa'ai, Awalam. In English, I lift up my eyes unto the hills, from whence cometh my help cometh from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Yasha'ala shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in, from this time forth and even forevermore. All right. All right, Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim, Al-Gami Alakah, Al-Fakarash, Al-Tashikwa, Al-Kayahana, Awabika, Yahami Yawan, Ra'ash, Al-Amatha, Yariyama, Sawadah, Bayataya Tasaba, Al-Talifwanyaka, Amara, Lakawa, Wanakakidam, Magoya, Wala'aya Zakar, Shamya Sha'ala, Ibada, Kaya, the White Tasaba, Labah, Yakadwa, Alyaka, Baraya, Yakarakwa, Ahoya, Alawam, Waya Shema Alayam, Wa'awa, Wa'gardi, Kabal, Waimawan, Waimalak, Palashaf, Am Yashabia, Tajabor, Dum Ashawar, Nalawa, Imam, Hayawat, Sarai, Nabanya Lawat, Salah, Ashalaham, Kabaki, Kasaya, Sara'ah, Kayapia, Vanakal, Koyashwan, Nashamatwa, Wayanda Aura, Hayawat, Daman, La'adamah, Shalthamwa, Nada, Yabawa, Kaira, Ukazabat, Ukazabat, Ukazazor, Mana, Karnasia Kamwa, Ashar, Amara, Narasha, Lanawa, Naawa, Alahaya, Shakamwa, Kabogala, Kokwash, Lapanya Rawaka, Kaash, the Byria Ira, Wa Kalaba, Kalahat, Hari, Kanthar Dakman, Vasirika, Wabasu Wapaka, Kalaham, Mala'a, Panyaham, Kwalawan, Wayabakwashwa, Shanka, Yahweh, Yabashwa, Wayabahoba, Eye, Wayakapara, Wayakabaiwa, Wayadaiwa, Kayatha, Shanka, Yahweh, Labakta, Al Yuan, Al Kaha Arakazai. And in English, keep not thy silence, O Yahweh, hold out thy peace and be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thy enemies have made a tumult. And they that hate thee have lifted up the head, they have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, and let us cut them off for being a nation, that the name of Yahshua may be no more in remembrance. But they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites, of Moab and Hagarenes, Gabal and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines of the habitants of Tyre, Ashur also joined with them. They have hoped in the children of Lot, Salah. Do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kison, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth, make the noise like a rib and like Zeb. Yea, all the princes as Zabah, and as Saluna, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh in possession, over my power, make them like a wheel as a shovel before the wind, as the fire burneth the wood, and as the flames of the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest and make them afraid of thy storm. Put the face with shame that they may seek thy name, O Lord. Let them be confounded in trouble forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the most high over all the earth. All right. Let's get to the power structures. Okay. Blessed are you, Yahweh, King of heaven and earth, and all things living. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, listen to us now, right now. Curses and punishment and destruction to the heathen that speak against us, thy prophets, the teachers, the princes, the priests, the Israelite brothers in the school, to use the curses and punishment and destruction to the heathen, and shake loose the treasure of the rich of Israel that refuse to give to the school. For it's the riches that enter thy sanctuary, to use the curses and punishment and destruction to the Edomites and the nation and their directives, the court system, the prison system, Planned Parenthood, all the governments of our enemies, Amalek synagogues and armies, Roman Catholic Church, the Pope, Islam, Christianity, Egyptology, militia, Ku Klux Klan, Aryan Nation, skinheads, Polycomatizing, gay movement, the lesbian movement, spies, workers of witchcraft, NASA space programs, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Wall Street, open up the internet and the airwaves, the cable access channels, and radio channels. Convict the spirit of any thy people that seek to stop us, and bring swift destruction to all the heathen that stand in the way. Try to stop us from broadcasting your words throughout the planet Earth. Let loose all the plagues, cause them to go to and fro through the earth and consume them. Let the plague shake the house of the thief and the murderer. Let Yahweh Shai, Michael and Gabriel come down to flying saucers, punish all the heathens that come up against us as you speak thy word. Cause it to be known by all that it's the angels that have done it. Cause it to be spread to the media throughout the whole world. Cause them to shake at thy coming. In the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you always, so be it. Right, start. This is a turn. Okay, right. All right. It's like it. All right. With that being said,
That concludes the Sabbath service. Clap it up. All right. Shalom, Israel.